Hi, welcome to Check Time KB Outreach. Please press subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit the like button. Hi, everyone. Um, Today I have an interview with Mr. James Douglas from Oakland, California. He is currently incarcerated and has been for about 35 years now or so. Upon his release, he's planning on putting his energy into today's youth. He claims he wants to put his energy and his time into mentoring the youth. Um, excuse me, with the after school programs, churches, and outreaches. He said his plan is to push positivity, a dedication, commitment, greatness, success in today's society. And I believe that that would be a beautiful thing, um, to do a lot of volunteering and to the communities, especially when we're dealing with today's youth. It's going to take a lot of uh, footwork, a lot of dedication to go out there and reach those young people. Mr. Douglas claims that since he has been in and out of jail since a child, starting with juvenile hall and then afterwards prison. He feels that since he has turned his life over to God, he has a change of heart, he has a change of mind. Um, he has been rehab, I would say, um, I would say that he is a new person now. And I do believe in change, as in reform. And anybody that has been reformed and is for change and wants to volunteer their time, their energy, and their service into the community, I feel like it's a great thing. Like, why not? We need more people that's going to be willing to go out there and reach these younger people, to talk to them, to mentor them, to guide them and lead them into the right direction. Because as of right now, um, it's really sad that today's youth are carrying on the way they are, and it's due to no leaders, no guidance, no home structure, and just a lot of destruction. That's all I see. And it is time. It's time for change, and it's time for people, um, everyone, including me, you, and everyone else, to step up and do their part. I'm going to give Mr. James a brief interview. Stay tuned. Hi, Mr. James. Tell me, once you're released, what are your plans to put back into the community?
I plan on working with the Chip Time KB Outreach nonprofit and mentor the boys and girls that's having problems in teenage schools like junior high school uh, from drug use, hanging with the wrong people, like negative people, gangs, crime, petty crimes, and so on and so forth.
Okay, that sounds great. Sounds like something very positive that you can actually put in the community. It's going to take a lot of footwork. And so, second question: how will you make a difference with today's new generation?
But basically, I'm going to make a difference because I'm going to be real with them. I'm going to be honest with them and tell them the truth about the things that I've been through when I was their age or whatever not. I'm going to tell them the truth about me not listening to people that were telling me the right things about don't do this, don't do that. And I'm just going to tell them everything I've been through with my incarceration throughout juvenile hall, YA, camp, prison. I'm going to tell them what it was like and how if I didn't make those mistakes, how my life would have been much different. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to explain to them that I think that they'll be receptive to listening to me because I basically don't let them know what I experienced with the crimes I committed, the crimes of social bonds committed and family members committed. So I think a lot of kids is receptive to listen to somebody that actually been through certain things than to somebody that actually tell them not to do certain things that have never experienced it. So I think I'll make an impact like that, you know what I'm saying, about relating to them, understanding that I haven't been through this already and I'm letting them know the truth about it.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that there's a lot that would cling more to someone who's more experienced versus someone who's not experienced and just talking. So, yeah, that sounds like a plan. So, do you believe in God and why?
Yes, I believe in God. And when I was just 7 years old, I stopped believing in God. But when I got into my 30s, when I was incarcerated, and I criticized certain people, and people finally somebody one asked me one day, "Have you ever read the Bible?" And to be honest, I hadn't. So I said, you know what? I'm not gonna be stuck on stupid. Let me read this Bible. So I read the Bible from front to back, and once I finished with the Bible, my outlook changed a lot. Some things in the Bible I really kind of like struggle with believing, but mainly everything that in the Bible I believe. I know it's the truth because I had a near fatal accident in 1990 when I was doing 120 miles an hour without a helmet on with a bulletproof vest, and I ran into a parked car. And the doctor told us that he seen hamburger meat look better than my face, and he said it was a miracle that I survived that accident because he seen people going 60 miles an hour with a helmet on, and they didn't survive that accident. So without me having a helmet on and hitting that parked car and being broke up so bad and surviving that, that was God work. I knew back then that I struggled with believing in God at the time, but once I read the Bible, I knew it was God's work and it was God that put me through that accident. There was no doubt about it. So I believe in that. Not only that, it was decisions I used to make. I noticed that when I was making negative decisions and negative things and stuff was happening to me or whatever not, and like I said, I didn't believe in God anyway, but I noticed that when I finally started really believing in God and I started not just believing in God, but I started like changing my ways and stop doing certain things I was doing. Now, it didn't happen overnight, but as I gradually stopped doing certain things, and then I stopped doing something that was negative, I stopped doing this, stopped doing that. I just noticed better things start happening with me, you know? Better
Okay.
things. I start feeling better, and my life got even better. Even though I was incarcerated, my life was a lot less drama. It's just better. My relationships better with certain people. And then as I grew, because it took years later, you know what I'm saying? As I grew, I even got better with that because now when I came full circle, I don't never did drugs, but I used to sell drugs back in the days, and I always frown upon that now. I frown upon it now. So now I look at it like, not only do I not indulge in any of that, I don't even associate with anybody that use drugs, sell drugs, or have anything to do with anybody like that. So that's once I pull back and stop doing like that, more things start happening for me because not only do I not do these things, I don't engage and I don't associate with people like that, and then my outcome has been better. Everything about me just been better ever since then. And that's
Okay.
I experienced other things in prison as well. I was in an incident one time where I was a critical worker, and the guard told me to stay out and get my shower. And it's a situation where there's a lot of inmates that was locked down. There was an access status, and he opened the shower door and let an inmate out, some inmates out that wasn't supposed to be out with general population. And I ended up getting stabbed like 8, 9 times and almost died. It was God that put me through that. I mean, the doctors told me that if it was 3 minutes longer before they got me to the emergency room, I would not survive because I was bleeding out. My small intestine got punctured and it was bleeding out, internal bleeding inside. So once I got to the hospital, they had to do a major surgery on my intestines to stop the bleeding and save my life. So that was God. That was God too.
Definitely, that
God
was
was
God.
there for me a few.
Yes, that was truly God. You've been through a lot. So since you've been in there, were you just stabbed one time, or has there been other times?
It did multiple times. It was different times. One time I was stabbed, but another time, an inmate walked up to me, and I'm talking to another inmate, and I'm minding my business. Didn't do nothing to me. The inmate stabbed me, swung with all his force, and it was a sharp knife. I'm talking about shit that went through me. It went into my chest, got me like a little scratch on me, and he dropped the knife. And the knife hit me like when he hit me, it forced me back, like it punched like a punch. The knife did not penetrate. And I swear it's like that was a miracle. It should have penetrated because it was sharp enough, but it was a real sharp knife, but it didn't penetrate. And trying to find out that dude tried to call himself apologizing later on, trying to say that it was the wrong
Oh
inmate.
wow.
He was trying to get somebody else. You know? But it was God that saved me on that. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
He done stabbed you and then and then apologized later. That's crazy. Oh man.
Somebody else.
Well, I truly hope that you do and say everything you plan to do once God do bless you to get out of there. My heart goes out to you. Um, may God protect you while you're still in there, and may God bless you to get out someday soon. Well, I am gonna close out. Thank you, Mr. James. Appreciate um,
Thank you too.
you answering my questions, and God bless. Bye. I would like to thank each and everyone who tuned in to Check Time KB Outreach. We can be reached at checktimekboutreach at gmail.com. You can also go check out the website, which is www.checktimekboutreach.com. Also, we are accepting donations for Cash App, which is $ check time KB, the number 1. Well, I just want to say goodbye to everyone. I pray that each and every one will be blessed by the grace of God with longer life and better health. Good night.